Today we are going to continue the lesson of digestive system as we started last time and as I promised. Okay, digestive system consists of two main parts. The first part is the digestive canal and the second part is the digestive canal supplementaries. First we will start with the digestive canal. Before all of that, I want you to have a look on the digestive system. Now look at the digestive system. We said that the first part is the digestive canal, and digestive canal starts with mouth. Okay, just follow the arrow where the food pass. This is the pass of the food, and we will study every detail. And actually it ends with anus. So digestive canal consists of mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. And digestive canal supplementaries consist of salivary glands, liver, pancreas. Number one in the digestive canal is a mouth, and mouth, as all of us see, is a cavity that contains, number one, tongue that makes food with saliva that is secreted from salivary glands, and also the tongue is responsible for tasting food, to taste the food and know if it is sweety, salty, sour. And the tongue is an organ speech. Okay, it's the organ of speech. Also, inside the mouth we can find the teeth, and the teeth have many types as molars, and molars grind food, and also there are canines and the teeth that cut and tear food. Pharynx is number two, and it is a common cavity between digestive and respiratory system. And the difference is pharynx in the digestive system leads to the esophagus, but pharynx in the respiratory system leads to the trachea or trachea. And here we can find a common question in the scientific term. Actually, you can find it almost in the exams, and the question is scientific term, a common cavity between digestive and respiratory system, and here the answer will be pharynx. Number three, esophagus, and the esophagus is a muscular tube leads to stomach. Esophagus is a muscular tube leads to stomach. The organ, the following organ is the stomach, and the stomach is a muscular sac, and it is responsible for the incomplete digestion of protein. And this digestion of protein happens with the effect of gastric juice. And here we can find a very important note that about the gastric juice that is secreted and poured in the stomach. That's why I said it's an important note, because we can find another juices, we will study them, that they are secreted from one organ and they are poured in another one. But gastric juice is secreted and poured from the same organ is the stomach. And now we are going to talk about the small intestine. And the small intestine is considered the longest organ of the digestive system. But before talking about it, we must say an important note that most of digestive organs exist in the abdominal cavity. Okay, this is a very important note. Most of the organs of the digestive system exist in the abdominal cavity. Okay, this small intestine is about 7 meters. It's very long, by the way, but it's coiled, so his tall is about 7 meters, so it's coiled, and it consists of two parts, duodenum and ileum. Duodenum is the first part, and inside the duodenum bile juice is poured. So we must talk about bile juice. If you know, bile juice is secreted from the liver, and it's has a great function to digest fat into fatty emulsion. Okay, this is a bile juice, and it's poured inside the duodenum, a part of the small intestine. And also the pancreatic juice is secreted from the pancreas, and it's poured inside the duodenum, and it digests many types of food. If we talked about the ileum, the other part, it's inside it secreted and poured the intestinal juice that help in digestion of many different types of food. And also inside the ileum, the second part of the small intestine, the absorption occurs. Okay, when we talk about the absorption, we must talk about the villi. The villi, it's the parts that exactly help in the absorption process. The absorption process means when the digested food is digested completely, the villi help in transferring this digested food to the blood to get the uses of it. Okay, this was the small intestine. The following organ is a large intestine, and the large intestine consists of two parts. They are rectum and the anus. Okay, rectum is responsible for absorbing water from food remains. When there are some food remains that will be wastes ejected up from the digestive system and we get rid of them, we need water. So the function of the rectum is to absorb this water, okay? And the other part is anus, and the anus ejects up waste. It ejects up waste from the body. We get rid of them, okay? After finishing the digestive canal, we must talk about the digestive canal supplementaries. The digestive canal supplementaries, three parts we will study. Number one, the salivary glands. Salivary glands, there are three pairs of glands. They are three, okay? One pair of them inside the mouth, and this pair secretes the saliva. Saliva is very important. It has a great function to digest starch into sugar. So if we had a bread and to put it inside the mouth for a few minutes, you will notice that there will be a sugary taste inside your mouth. If you ask yourself what is the reason of that, you will discover that the saliva inside your mouth digests this starch of the bread and turned it into sugar, especially glucose. Okay. Number two, the liver. We have studied it in the previous organs when we studied the duodenum of the small intestine. We said that there we can find that the bile juice is poured. Okay, this is a place where the bile juice poured, and we said that the bile juice is secreted from the liver. Okay. And number three is the pancreas, and it secretes the pancreatic juice that help in digestion of many types of food. This was the digestive canal supplementaries. This table is the summary of the juices that are secreted and poured inside our body and the function of it to study it. It will be easy for you to study from it, and I wish you good luck when you study this part. So we learned about the digestive system and all the organs of it, and we have also learned about how to keep the digestive system healthy, how to protect it from disease, or how to protect it for ourselves. Okay, I wish I eased it for you, and thank you.